Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean your professional natural rubber yoga mat. So there's a lot of different varieties and ways you can go about this, but this is the best way that I've found to clean this particular natural rubber yoga mats. The other yoga mats that are out there, the PVC and the TPE mats, I'm not so certain about because I've quite frankly not really been able to clean them properly. It wasn't until I got a natural rubber yoga mat that I realized with the closed cell technology that you get a much better result when you do clean the mat. Plus, you don't get any smell from these mats. So the odors do not collect on these mats. So basically, it's just a really good surface clean that you want to be able to do on these mats. They're very durable. They'll last you a long, long time. And so if we care for them properly, they'll actually last probably a whole lot longer. So what I use for the professional natural rubber yoga mats is a original German super chamois or chamois. I get them in a 2-pack. They come on Amazon. I'll put a link in the comments for them. And you get these in the 2-pack and they come into a nice big sheet. So what you want to do is take a pair of scissors and then just cut how much you need. So I've already actually probably cut off a little bit of this already. I'm going to take this one into quarters then, and which will be a big enough size. So go ahead and cut away. Take a good pair of sewing scissors and just cut a square out of it. And I like to start with a fresh chamois. I like to start with a fresh one. Sometimes these will only last me maybe 3 or 4 times cleaning, and then I'll pass this cloth off to clean something else in the house, maybe some windows, maybe the car, that kind of thing. So once they start looking a little bit rough, then I just trade it off because they actually they're not a really durable fabric, but they work really, really well. So take your chamois, your piece of chamois, put it into hot water. And so what I have here in the bucket is hot water, probably a little bit hotter than I could actually stand with my bare hands. So what I'm going to do is put on some rubber gloves. If you've got tough hands and you can handle it, go right, be my guest. If you don't, I always like to put on the rubber gloves, and then I can stick my hands in that hotter water better. So I've got my hot water here. I'm just going to rinse my cloth down, squeeze it out, and then I start at one side and I work my way down. So I'm going to start at the bottom of my mat and work my way to the top. I just have this cushion under my knees so that's a little bit more comfortable on the floor. So as you're working your way, I try not to touch the mat as I'm working, okay? So I try to lean over the mat and then go one way, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then go sideways, okay? So you want to go in both directions, up and back and side to side, up and back and side to side. And I do it in sections. So I'll do a section like in thirds. Now these are extra long yoga mats as well. They're 6 feet long. So you can do them in thirds, do like 2 feet at a time. And that way you don't overextend your back. Now you'll see that it changes color. That's completely normal. It will dry back to the normal color, and you'll see when we get finished how that all comes together.
Unroll the waves beneath your feet. Dive into calm where silence meets. A canvas whispered by ocean skies, soft yet strong where the spirit lies. Flow like the tide, let your soul unwind. Grip to the earth, leave the world behind. Under the sun where the patterns bloom.
Okay, so now we've got the mat all nice scrubbed down. And now we're just going to leave it to dry. and I'll
dance
come right
like a
back to you.
summerish hue.
So there you have it. The
Every
mat is nice and
curve
dry, it's
made to
clean,
cradle
it
you,
looks beautiful, and it's
to
ready to go for
avoid
your next practice.
keeping balance.